What is up, guys? I'm glad to be back for, this time. But hey, welcome to my channel, and here's some Owl Heroes free-to-play, low VIP content. Today's episode is going to be talking about the Black Friday event, and a little bit of what to look forward to next event. So first impressions of this is a heavy pay-to-win event. I mean, heavy. We'll just cover the Black Friday Carnival stuff right here. Uh, so we get these Black Friday VIP offer specials, and as you can see, even VIP 0 gets, a reward for 500 gems. And as you go up through all these VIP ranks, you can see the rewards that you would get if you were these VIP levels. Of course, we are not really going to be looking at these VIP 13 rewards. I mean, God, that'd be lovely to have the VIP 13 account. But realistically, if you are a VIP player, VIP 3 is the sweet spot. I mean, those profit orbs are going to be amazing to have. If you're anything higher, then yeah, of course, get the rewards that you want, like the light and dark, elite shards. And of course, the scrolls are very helpful. But, I mean, it doesn't really start getting good until like VIP 7 and above with all the relics. So, um, yeah, I mean, of course, buy what you can with gems, depending on your VIP level, or if you're gaining VIP during this event, then yeah, have fun at that. But this is a super pay-to-win heavy event. Of course, there's the shopping carnival, and there's two different sections. One is for if you've earned the Black Gold avatar frame, which was last year's Black Friday or the year before's Black Friday special frame, where you'll usually see it in IDA, the interdimensional arena, where it's the black frame around certain people's borders. That is the previous Black Friday reward. Actually, let's just go ahead and check this out. So this frame, the Black Gold avatar frame, it was given out in the 2019 Black Friday special event. So if you've gotten that one, of course, that one was pretty expensive. If I remember correctly, it was like $200 to get. So you're looking around the same price range if you're brand new server and you're trying to get that avatar frame. But let's go over if you've been playing this game since 2019 and you got the frame, which is probably not likely if you're watching my channel because uh, we're not those big spenders. But you get the the new frame. Is it the black gold? No, no, it's the black diamond. There we go, black diamond frame. It gets you there at 220 points if you got the previous frame from 2019 event. But otherwise, yikes, to earn these points, we'll go over that as well. So to just get 200 VIP points, you need to spend 4 loops in the Heroic Summon Scrolls event. So that is a total of 2,000 scrolls that you need to dump into this event. And this is not the event to be doing it, especially not this hero with Christmas and Chinese New Year coming around with the new meta-breaking, possibly light and dark heroes. So definitely save your scrolls for that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and talk about this. So you would need to dump 2,000 scrolls and some change to get this new Black Friday's avatar frame. So that's only if you got it in 2019, the black gold version. So now let's talk about if we have not earned it, which is a lot of people. Also, if you're questioning whether or not, if you have been playing that long and you somehow just don't know where to see if you got the frame or which category you fall under, between these two, you'll see this little green checkbox. So you'll see it over here if you've earned it. But yeah, so if you are, spending 2,000 gems and such, or 2,000 scrolls, as you can see, we don't get this new Black Friday one until 500 points. So remember, you got to spend 2,000 scrolls to get, if you had the previous one, and dump some money into this game to get it. So 500, you're spending a whole lot of money if you're dumping scrolls into it as well. So yeah, this is not something that anyone should be really looking forward to getting unless you spend a lot on the game. But this is not what the channel's focused for. But yeah, Next thing, the greatest thing about this is this Black Friday golden card. This is one of the greatest values around this time frame for events. For 20 bucks, you get 10 relics for 7 days, 1888 gems for 7 days, and then based on your level, multiply it by 99k. So, uh, yeah, that's 70 relics, a boatload of gems. I don't feel like doing math, and a boatload of spirit and gold, depending on your level. So that varies for every player, and some VIP points. So, uh, for 20 bucks, that is amazing value. So if you spend 20 bucks previously on this game, anyways, this is something you should definitely grab. If you spend money, of course, if you're free to play, you're not gonna get it because you're free to play. But yeah. Next up, we have the Thanksgiving Grove plan, which I was not able to cover last event because I did not have Wi-Fi to cover it. But we'll go ahead and talk about it right now. So, for doing your dailies, you get a certain amount of points. You get 5 Grove points to not include the complete all daily quests. So, that's only 50 points a day, right? So, you get 50 points a day, and for 30 days, you can get this possibility of getting the final prize, the 1250. As long as you log in daily and do your dailies daily, you will have no problem reaching the last marker. There's no need to pay to get any further in this event because, of course, there's no extra dailies for paying. But however, if you want to spend 30 bucks to get this package, this is another great one of those packages. For 30 bucks, you get a 9-star hero, lots of gems, lots of relics, and an interesting artifact depending on who the heroes featured. Last value pack or growth plan was Shathuga, and they gave an interesting Abyss artifact to go along with it. But yeah, even if you need food, so if you don't feel like using Sigmund as fodder, you can just use like 3 copies of Bleaker. Let's say just Bleaker. Instead of using the Sigmund copies if you're not going to build Sigmund right now, but you still want the food for your carry hero, whoever's going to be your first D5. So yeah, they gave you all the food that you need to make a 9-star hero right off, completing this event. So this is another one of those events that if you spend money, um, go ahead and grab it. I mean, it's a great value. For 30 bucks, you get a 9-star hero, which I think there was a package earlier on this year, the $100 9-star dummy packet. This gives you more value for your money easily. Like, this is great. This is a great thing to buy if you're interested in buying. Of course, if you do happen to miss dailies, you can make up points right here. You can spend gems to make up daily points. So the points you can make up are 15, and the gems needed are 30. So basically, just whatever this number is, it's going to be times 2 for the gems needed. So that is up to you. I'm going to wait till kind of the endish to figure out if I'm going to make it or not without making up those points. I believe we get closer along like 1,300 points, 1,400 points, maybe. I have not done the actual math, but I don't think you need to make up points as long as you're pretty much, active. The only reason why I got to make up those points is because I did the dailies before the event dropped. So yeah, make sure you stay on top of your dailies. All right, next up, the cool events, the Palace of Eternity. Pretty much standard. The only things that changed is the replaceable heroes. So Rogan, Ignis, Tix, Flora, and Inosuke are the only ones that you can replace with for the new hero. I would not replace anybody for this new hero. Unless you are just trying to get more trade food, I would not even participate in this event. But yeah, so the only ones I would really consider trading in for the next hero is Flora. Only reason being is because Rogan's amazing PvE, PvP support hero. Ignis is the second best healer in the game. I don't necessarily agree with her being, the next week event Heroic Miracle event reward, but that's out of the question. Tix is just game breaking. You need him for Tower. You need him for Aspen's Dungeon. You need him for Sealand. He is needed for everything. So definitely don't be trading Tix in for the new hero. Flores, this is there. And then Unosuke now being one of the best first D5s to do because of the Void Imprints, because he can solo Sealand 20 with minimum support. Definitely not a hero I would trade in. So yeah, Flora would be the only thing to kind of, trade up for the new hero if you need more trade food for any upcoming events. But since Flora is still relatively new, she'll be trade food for the new light dark hero whenever that gets released. So yeah, that's 3 more months of Palace of Eternity. So got plenty of time, plenty of time. And then the Palace of Crystal, same thing. Do a certain amount of heroic scrolls, and you get these crystals. Just remember, the Palace of Crystal disappears whenever the featured hero is a light and dark hero. So if you want to trade, your newer heroes, now might be the time to at least do 400 for an event to get those crystals. So that way, if you're trying to trade your old hero like a 9-star floor into the 9-star newer hero, now's the time to do it. So just keep that in mind. Of course, there should be another month, possibly. I think, yeah, another month. Yeah, should be. But if anything, you can trade in more X as more trade food. But yeah, moving on. Grey Dwarfs. If you have class gear that you need, pick it up. Class gear being, this one. Or if you even need flame gear, pick it up. If you even need, this glory set, pick it up. If you got the spare gems lying around and you got enough for, future imps and chest event that's coming around next rotation or so, yeah, pick it up. As you can see, it is not going to be either imps or the chest event next event. So you got some time to save up 45 for imps and then however much depending on, the chest, if the final chest is going to be 8K chest or 6K chest, depending if it's got a hero or not in it. But we'll cover that in a future video when looking at the event preview during that time. So next up is the value packages. So you remember how I said you needed some extra VIP points to reach, yeah, so you need to spend a lot of money if you want that new Black Friday avatar frame. But other than that, these value packages are pretty much standard, except for the bonus now is extra gems and, of course, the VIP points for the current Black Friday event going on. But yeah, other than that, there's 2 great things going on right now that if you're spending money and you're not a big spender, buy those instead of value packages. Buy the Thanksgiving one and buy the Black Friday card. That's like $50 total altogether, those 2 packages right there. And then $50 here would get you 55 scrolls and 2,500 gems, and you get a lot more of gems, even with the bonus for those 2, purchase events. So yeah, and of course the big prize hero lottery is not really a big prize. It's more like, hey, here, congrats on getting the new hero. Here's some 3-star gear. Yeah, whatever. And then, as I was talking about those VIP points, you get, what is it, 50? Yeah, 50 for doing 1 loop, and you get 200 for doing all 4. So, yeah. Just skip this event, guys. This is not a free-to-play friendly event. It's a low VIP friendly for, the value card, but that's about it. This hero is pretty bad. He's not viable at all. Nah, just save your scrolls, save them. Of course, if you do decide to do, your 100, just to get that itch out of the way for the next one, go ahead and do it, I guess. It's your account, your game. You do what you want, guys. I'm just here to advise. All right, and then next up, the hero exchange event, which is probably the best thing in this event if you don't spend money. So if you're a free-to-play player, this is the best thing in this event right here, is the hero exchange. So if you're unsure between these 2 heroes of what you want, Rogan's, of course, the safe bet because he is needed in both PvE and PvP. Just for his support alone, he's amazing. And especially if you're building the Latium army, he boosts assassins with ×2 of whatever stats he's boosting. And then Ignis, if you need a healer in your lineup, of course it's not necessary to have a healer in your lineup. But if you're interested in building her for whatever reason, it's kind of like one of those things because she's also the Heroic Miracle event reward next event. So if you're trying to build her, and you're not going after the Delacium army and Rogan's not necessarily a priority for you, then Ignis might be a good grab for you this event, only because next event, she is the Heroic Miracle event. So, you know, reward, which I'm not a fan of. But moving along, make sure you save up your light and dark heroes for this event so you get those 10 profit orbs, as well as your, you know, possible fusions if you fuse during this time. So, yeah, make sure you save up, guys. Get them scrolls, get some profit orbs, and get some better gear than what they give out during the Heroic Summon event. And then, of course, the Profit Orb event is featuring Flora, as it is her turn in rotation, and Oberon. Yeah, unless you're interested in building up a Flora right before the new Light and Dark hero gets released for, you know, the Palace of Eternity and stuff like that. So if you're trying to get some Flora copies, build her up to like E3, E5, whatever you're trying to build her up to, and then replace for later. Now might be the time to Profit Orb and use some orbs, as, you know, I don't advise it. There's speculation that New Year's falls under Profit Orb event, but of course it's not Chinese New Year's, but it's New Year's, so yeah, it's whatever. But if you're aiming for Sealand, save up for next Profit Orb event, which would feature Inosuke. Who knows, they might put in Penny on the chopping block as where Oberon's sitting, or Sigmund, somebody. So if you're interested in clearing Sealand 20 in Fortress and you're not doing Penny and Sherlock combo, save up your orbs for the Inosuke Profit Orb. Ormus's Workshop is coming around, so if you got pay-to-win artifacts that you're interested in upgrading, definitely do that during that time. It is a 2-week event, just like you know, Grey Dwarfs is, so you got 2 events to kind of knock it out, so that's 2 weeks. Value packages, which are pretty standard, and then there's this Moonlight Gift event, and basically what this is looking like is the event they released previously, where you spent money and you reach a certain amount of VIP XP, and you get abundant rewards, and the rewards were actually pretty good if you were a big spender, including artifact selection chest, pay to win it's an artifact selection chest, and some food and relics, possibly. I couldn't remember, but I do definitely remember the artifact selection chest. And then next up is the Glorious Boost event, which, if you're unfamiliar with it, it's also a 2-week event, I believe, or just 1 week. Can't remember. But, you know, I'm just goofing up. But save up your relics. If you have 400 relics, you could trade in for a pay-to-win artifact. So as a free-to-play player, low VIP, usually you spend relics on either this or copies of heroes you're trying to get as your first E5, and you're making them, you know, 10-star or above. Don't spend those relics on copies on heroes that you don't even have 2 copies of. Just don't do that, because you just don't know how it's going to end up. So just play it safe. Once you make the hero 9-star and you need copies for 10-star, that's when you should use relics for copies. Otherwise, just keep on saving up and possibly get a pay-to-win artifact if you reach that stage of the game. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing else for this video. Hopefully this insight has been helpful for those, you know, debating on which hero to grab for Altar. Yes, the new hero is trash, so don't even bother getting him unless you need those Palace of Eternity crystals, because again, you do not receive these during Light and Dark Heroic Summon events, as that would be a little bit overpowered for saving your scrolls and, you know, getting crystal points. So yeah, if you're interested in buying things this event, definitely buy the Black Friday Carnival card, which gives you an abundant amount of resources for 20 bucks. And if you're spending even more money, the Thanksgiving Growth Plan is definitely a wise choice to pick up as well, as these rewards are definitely worth more than 30 bucks in value. So yeah, hope this video helped. Love you guys. Take care.